shoe. You went to Cranbrook, that's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
If I had to pick my 3 favorite cards in the entire game, from 3rd to 1st, I would go Agamotto, Bruce Banner, and then Captain Falcon. All 3 are just amazing thematically. They all introduce something new to the game. They all have randomness, like a luck factor to them. And they're all really strong if played in the right deck. So second dinner, nerfing my favorite card again really freaking hurts. I agree it was too busted on release. Shield being a 1/1, too much. I get that. But I feel like nobody was complaining since the shield became a 0/0. It can't just automatically win a lane anymore. And it's not, boosted by the zoo stuff. So because of that, Sholau is definitely getting nerfed eventually. Or Merlin. One of those two, maybe not this month. Sholau, definitely not this month. But in the future, those 2 cards better get freaking some sort of treatment, because the way they did my boy, Captain Falcon, is just BS. They're treating him like worse than the MCU is. The nerf isn't going to happen soon. It's going to happen after the season's over, after they milked all the money they could from the whales and stuff, and just casuals who want the best card. So enjoy Steroid Mushu while you can, because I don't think he's going to stay this busted for the rest of the game. So for the past week, my favorite deck to play has been my fat deck right here. Yeah, so before, little backstory, I got Airsham like right before he kind of was nerfed, his ramp ability, and so I liked him for that week, and then the ramp isn't that good, and then I stopped playing him less. The randomness kind of sucks, so like I just stopped playing Airsham, and basically the whole created cards archetype I never even tried to get into again. Then something happened a few months ago, and that was maybe the greatest change to a card ever. This Kang is awesome. You don't have to buy freaking variants, because the 4 Kangs that are in your deck are all different art. He is sick. This is one of the coolest cards in the game. So I tried to build a deck around him, essentially. What I learned building that deck was Cobra is good for only 2 things. Well, this was the one thing Cobra was good for at the time. Killing Kang that week. I got so many kills. I wasn't recording back then just because I didn't, try to post stuff. Cobra was annihilating Kangs because everyone was running Kang that week. It was really, really fun. I think that was when they did the big tech nerf too. So that was probably one of the coolest 2 weeks of Snap I've ever played. So this deck, it was basically, how can I make a Kang Cobra deck? So I focused on the creative cards aspect of the deck. I'm not playing this deck anymore right now after they nerfed my GOAT, my card of the year. Captain Falcon, not only the best Smash character, but my favorite Marvel Snap character. So this deck is basically like an Airsham at home, but kind of better. I don't know if it's better. The ramp isn't as consistent because Luna Snow is kind of your only ramp option. It's basically for people who don't really love the randomness of Airsham, but still want a little bit of randomness, because Agamotto and Kang give you plenty of that. I'm going to break down the deck. So the main identity of the deck are the card creators. And that would include Captain America. Used to be great because Shield started on board, so that was an automatic, discount to Mockingbird. But now he's a freaking on reveal, and I haven't played him enough yet, but it's a nerf. It doesn't make him better. Kang. You start off with 4 Kangs in your deck, so you're still kind of weak to the Darkhawk kind of decks, Cassandra Novas. But Kang's randomness, I have won so many random games because Kang was just the perfect ability. It's so fun. Luna Snow, she kind of has a double purpose. Ice Cube gives you extra energy, clogs the opponent, and it creates a card, to help your other guys. Triple threat. I had Rhino in here for a while. I'm trying to Debrii out, and I think I'm not really ever weak on energy kind of stuff. So I'm usually able to get the 3 cost out easily, yeah. And the extra 2 power plus the extra rock is why I have her in over Rhino. And Agamotto. So the spells are great. He was the first spell card. They're all really good. Winds of Atum, maybe the best one. Just moving the opponent is always good. Bolts of Batak, play this near the end of the game. You got another ramp option. Icon's the best one, actually. Yeah, this thing is amazing. The combos it can pull off are so fun, especially because this deck has a lot of weak bodies that are just prime Icon targets. So let's talk about the Luna Core. You get her out on turn 3 and you get that Ice Cube early. Ramping really helps. That is the next little core of this deck, and that is the Cube Killers. Cobra, not just good for killing Kangs. You can play Cobra turn 2, Luna Snow turn 3, activate Cobra, boom, their Ice Cube's killed. They don't even get an Ice Cube, you get an Ice Cube. It's awesome. Also good for killing Horde. Cosmic Ghost Rider, you get that ramp on turn 4, so now you can play a 5-cost, boom. Cosmic Ghost Rider, that Ice Cube in their lane, and now it's clogging them and not giving them energy. And because this deck relies on so many created cards, I have the created cards helpers. Quinjet makes them cheaper. The nerf kind of sucks. And of course, any deck with Agamotto should have King Eitri. You draw more spells, you draw Kangs, it's great. And then the last shell is the created cards like Benefactors. Strange Supreme. He's essentially a free lane win if you can get, like Debrii down and, he sucks up the shield, that kind of thing. He can get pretty beefy. People will tend to avoid that lane because they know it's just going to keep scaling. Mockingbird. I would say 9 out of 10 of my games are Mockingbird is a 1 or a 2, or maybe a 0, great card to get. For some reason before Eson, I had like White Tiger in this deck. I also had Electra in the deck just to kill the Ice Cube too, but she's not that good. But yeah, I had White Tiger in because thinking like, oh, that's more stuff for Mockingbird to get cheaper, but this guy's great. I got this card and Agamotto when they both were released, and I never put them in a deck together. I just put him with Airsham thinking that was the best strat, but he is awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be posting some shorts or some videos, some gameplay. Pulling Eson turn 6 into a lane with an Eitri and a Quinjet. If you have Images of Icon in hand, that's 30 power in that lane, man. I'm kicking myself because I had a Galactus game that I won because the opponent thought they had an easy win with Quinjet and like the shield in the lane. And then I ended up Esoning turn 6, pulling down Images of Icon, boom, 30 points. It was awesome. Yeah, Eson is great. So Images of Icon, essentially these 3 are the targets for that. Eson, Mockingbird, Agamotto. You can get any of them in there, and then a cheap Kang, a cheap shield, a King Eitri. Any of those immediately become threatening. But yeah, I love this deck.
Now watch this fat deck.
Okay, this person gave me a perfect opportunity to showcase this create a card deck right here. Oh, and I have a bunch of power because of Bolts of Talk and obviously the Ice Cubes. Oh crap. I'm gonna kill 1 cube. Luna Snow and Electra and Cobra are there just to destroy Ice Cubes. What is this fool doing, man? I'm gonna just totally screw this guy. Watch this. I want to make sure I win Mojo. Yeah, nice job, Bozo. But I don't know why I never thought of it before, but Eson is great with Agamotto. Pulling down Images of Icon is sick, especially because this deck has like, Quinjet, Shield, Ice Cube, little guys that you want to turn into an Eson. So the next deck I've been playing a lot has been my created cards deck, which basically has Agamotto spells and Kangs, which Quinjet will discount. I used to think Eson sucked because I only played him in Airsham, and Airsham is kind of lame, man. The randomness just sucks. Kang and the spells is more than enough randomness for me. I just don't like getting a bunch of crap cards. And look at this Kang. It's a Moon Girl. So now my hand has even more created cards for Eson to pull down and do crazy stuff. And what does it do this turn? Yeah, pulls down an Images of Icon for me, and now that Quinjet and that Kang are 10 power cards. And it's going to pull down another card next turn because that was only turn 5. Kang moon girling my hand. I now can play 2 Mockingbirds. Mid lane, 18 power, that's pretty big. Weapon H, that's pretty scary. But Eson knows I've been a good boy. Eson knows I need that Agamotto. If it pulled down images of Icon, I would have lost this game, and I still would have posted it because I even post my losses. But yeah, it pulled down Agamotto, and I got a cheeky win. All right, I'm getting off the combo. This is why we have Cobra. Maybe the worst card in the world. I want to get him out just to help. Mockingbird. I get the ice cube. You don't get shit. Beautiful. Already got it off, I don't care. Hit Mockingbird, please. Beautiful. Alright, that's a great icon lane now. I don't care about that. Oh, shit. Oh, that was sick. I didn't even know Quake could do that. Let's just get some power in middle. Yeah, I don't have crap in my deck for you, bro. Oh, and I have Ultron? Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, what do you do, Basil? That is the, like, perfect showcase of this deck. I played Luna Snow. Opponent played a Human Torch. I was hoping that Ice Cube would be in the front lane, so then I could just go Cosmic Ghost Rider mid and cripple the Ice Cube and the Quinjet. I want to get some bodies in Gamma Lab. That was smart. Yeah, you only got my King out of there. That was smart to play on Cannibal there. Now Ghost Rider can come in and cripple their Quinjet and their Human Torch, which is nice. King Eitri's there to help me draw some spells or another Kang. I want it to draw images of Icon for me. Ooh, Rickety Bridge sucks. I'm playing Kang there. It's a leader, just in case they played there, but they didn't, so they gave me the free win there, and the leader was able to pull down an Enchantress. So I cook up some weird decks, but this is the one I'm most proud of. So I've never copied the shield. I'm just curious what's going to happen now. It's a 2? Oh, he makes everything a 2-3. I got to put him somewhere else. Should I just play him and have 2 shields? This Kang deck is so fun because it's so freaking random. I've never seen 2 shields played. This guy's high Eva deck he's been spanking me the whole conquest, but this is too funny. Maybe I should play Cobra because I could fill his. No, he's gonna fill much himself probably. He's gonna play Hulk middle. Go you here, you over here. Eson over here. Eson will pull down Icon, and so I'll have 30 power left, 33 power left. I could do this. No, I don't want to clog that lane. I'm just throwing Mojo. I'm hoping he plays Mojo. Oh, I think I win. You didn't even have Hulk, wow. An absolutely bonkers game. That was awesome. I'm playing my created cards deck again. And one of the reasons I even made this deck was the weak Kang was just going crazy after his change. So I thought, how do I get rid of these Kangs? Cobra. Cobra is a Kang counter, and this is the other reason I love Cobra. It can snipe ice cubes the same turn you play Luna Snow, so that way they never get energy from it. I have a Viv Vision Kang, which is sweet. And I clogged this lane thinking Essex Labs will kill something, and also worst case scenario, Kang could just move too. The lab, I don't know if it basically hit my shield and didn't work. I think that's what happened there. Turn 5 is always the turn where, you play Bolts of Batok. So you can have a crazy turn 6. Plus I get the extra energy from the Ice Cube, and that's why I played the Quinjet also, so it makes my Winds of Atum cheaper. Ice Cube will free up a spot in that lane after it destroys itself. I probably helped the opponent by pulling down their Ultron because they play a Blue Marvel. As you'll see later, Blue Marvel is going to help me. So Kang moved left, so now we're tied, but I got a Blue Marvel in hand, so that is kind of cool for me. I'm throwing right. Probably should have just gone Squirrel Girl because once Winds of Atum is gone, I would have got a Squirrel there, which would have been nice, but I didn't think of that. So they claw middle, So yeah, I'm really glad I didn't try to contest right. Now Windsor with Tomb is going to smack something over, so I'm hoping it smacks over like Claw or Ultron. Because the opponent was playing into Machine World like a maniac, they gave me the winning pieces that I needed in order to win the mid lane. Playing Luna Snow mid, hoping they don't play there, but they do. So my chance to get the Ice Cube with Cosmic Ghost Rider fails yet again. Kang is awesome, but sometimes it pulls weird stuff. Like I got a Drax Kang and a Living Tribunal Kang, so that Living Tribunal one I'm probably not going to play. I go shield right, and then I think I want to just put a body in the middle. I'm going to go with Agamotto right, just to pressure him over there. Enchantress hits me, but, you know, that's kind of pointless. Captain Falcon got as big as he could possibly get, so him losing his I feel like I got right locked up. I didn't play Kang because it's Living Tribunal, so Cobra is a better option just for the 3 power. This deck is weak to Darkhawk normally, but you could only win 1 lane with it. Cap's going to go middle because Cosmo will basically protect him. Opponent plays a rescue, which means one of 2 things. It's either a new player who doesn't have a lot of cards, or some genius who's cooking up something to wreck me. Kang Laufey is strong. Kang Viper is strong. I'm going to throw the Eitri over since I already got his ability off, and I knew he was going to play at least 1 card there, so I was hoping to do the Clog, which is exactly what I got. The icon plan left is still a possibility. Agamotto's great mid, just to pressure them and to make sure they got to play another card there next turn. Ooh, I don't like Luke Cage. But yeah, the rogue does nothing because of Cosmo. I can't icon mid because of the Cosmo. I'm going to play Eson right and hope for the icon pull. Yeah, I got the overkill with Icon, but it didn't matter. I would have won with the Kang, even if it pulled down the Kang, because they played a Loki last turn, which they must have had nothing in hand.
See you at church.